I want to share a DM that I got a few days ago with y'all, if that's okay. Mr. Sloptuber, I need a weekly update / video on Idubbbz. It's been 8 days, log in. I'm not even kidding, this DM is what got me out of bed and into my studio, and by my studio, I mean my room, so. This person is in line. I indeed haven't talked about Idubbbz for like almost 2 weeks. Oh yeah, and by the way, in case you guys don't know, I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram. If you want to send me video suggestions or fan art, or tell me how much I suck and I should end it all, Instagram or Twitter are the places to do it. I would really appreciate your follow. Going back to the Idubbbz stuff, so it's been 2 weeks. The last time we talked about Mr. Jomha, he was calling out Charlie for the stupidest reason possible. Unk was crashing out. No empathy was found, and it looks like we've been blessed by a video by Willie Mac Show that literally came out a few days ago. Now, I have seen a little bit of it, and it seems like ever since my last video talking about Idubbbz, there's been a lot more developing, and Idubbbz is crashing out even more. At this point, I am almost 1000% sure that Idubbbz indeed has a humiliation fetish. But anyways, before we get into it, I would really appreciate it if you guys drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel, and let's just get right into this.
Idubbbz is always taking out his insecurities on other more successful creators. This time it's Charlie.
And I think he has the capability of changing, right? I will say though, like, I don't think a lot of them are quite as, I don't think a lot of them have developed their woke mind as much as me.
But when he's throwing that right hand,
This is when Idubbbz unlocked his woke mind.
You know what? This was the moment where Idubbbz lost it all. Ever since he got punched like this, he's been acting like the biggest idiot on the entire fucking planet. I hate this high ground, holier than thou attitude that Idubbbz has as of late. These people are not as woke as me. These people aren't as empathetic as me. These people aren't as good as me. No one wants to be like fucking Idubbbz. I fucking guarantee you, if you asked anyone, I want to ask you guys, you lovely people, if I asked you if you could change lives with anyone, would you change your lives with Idubbbz? And I guarantee you 0% of y'all would say, you know what, I want to have the life that Idubbbz has. No, I don't even think starving kids would want that life. No one wants the life that Idubbbz has. There's a reason why no one is acting like you, because no one wants to end up like you. That's low-key one of my biggest fears in life.
swing.
I love my girlfriend, and I'm totally fine with dudes jacking off to pictures of her on the internet. This is the most intelligent thing I've probably ever done. I don't think a lot of them have developed their woke mind as much as me.
It's CTE, man. Get help. He compares his past content to Clavicular and Nick Fuentes.
Then when you meet a lot of these people who are, you know, advocating for these people online, the Claviculars, you know, 2016 Idubbbz, all this sort of shit, Nick Fuentes, like, they are, as you said, troglodytes.
How are any of those people similar? Even comparing himself to these people means that when he was making all of these edgy jokes, they weren't just jokes. He's saying that he was actually just a racist.
And it's the full-blown Quran. Some of you guys didn't bat an eye when I broke that Jesus VHS over my knee, but I know there's gonna be a lot of people in the audience just cringing when
Based Idubbbz? I'm kidding, don't kill me. For legal reasons, that was a joke. I swear, I'm gonna leave my house and I'm gonna get fucking ran over. Just watch. Do I think Idubbbz was a racist incel in 2014 to 2017, 2016? No. And I was never a huge Idubbbz fan. Like, I knew of him and I watched him every now and then, but like I said a million times, I was always more of a Leafy guy. Shocking, I know. The Leafy clone, liking Leafy, who would have seen that coming? So to anyone wondering, yes, Idubbbz versus Leafy was my 9/11 back when I was like 14 or 15 or however old I was when that shit came out. But even when I was like young, when I was like just a YN 18, I never thought Idubbbz was racist. I never thought, oh my god, here we have a white guy saying the N-word, so that makes me want to say the N-word. I didn't need Idubbbz to do that. Idubbbz gives himself way too much credit. No, Idubbbz, you're not the reason why people say the N-word. In comparison to these other people, I mean, those other people are not joking. They're genuinely weird, racist people. Or this is just someone being edgy in a different era. I never watched an Idubbbz video and was like, I think this guy really hates black people. Never thought that. And I still don't think Idubbbz is a racist. Like, I think Idubbbz is a retard, but do I think he's a racist? or was he racist before, you know, he met his queen, the savior, Anisa Jomha? No, I don't think Idubbbz was ever racist.
And it's the full-blown Quran. Some of you guys didn't bat an eye when I broke that Jesus VHS over my knee, but I know there's gonna be a lot of people in the audience just cringing when
He acted like this was an accident on Hassan's stream.
There's a video of him chopping a Quran in half. And when my dad was still mentally sane, I was terrified that he was going to find that video of Ian. He's like,
God, I did not know that.
Yeah, he chops a Quran in half with a cleaver, and I was like, oh my God, if my dad ever fucking sees that.
It was less intentional. It was more just random unboxing, and I'm just, you know, oopsie.
I don't know. Looked pretty intentional.
Cringing. Oopsie.
But the most interesting part is that Ian decided to drag Charlie down with him as an alt pipeline racist.
I never perceived 2016 Idubbbz to be ideologically like right-wing or ideologically hateful in the way that those other two are. Like,
It's part of the pipeline, though. It's the same reason people wouldn't say Charlie, Moist Critical, is right-wing or like as ideologically out there as like a Nick Fuentes or even Asmongold, right? But he holds some space for the people in his audience who might have some differing opinions.
This is such a stupid comparison for so many reasons. One, Charlie criticizes Donald Trump frequently. Asmon doesn't. Their political views and content are completely different. Charlie's out here making anti-ICE videos. He's obviously a liberal.
This is a 100% unjustified killing of an American citizen here.
And look, he was the one that escalated all of this. They were trying to drive away until he kicked the taillight out.
Also, sharing a space with people that have different political opinions than you is okay. Otherwise, you'd have an echo chamber. You'd be posting videos to people who already agree with you. But that is what Ian wants from Charlie.
He holds some space for the people in his audience who might have some differing opinions.
The horror.
He doesn't make it clear, like, I don't want you in my fucking community. Like, outright.
Ian just wants Charlie to mutilate himself the same way he did it. There's nothing wrong with having people in your audience with different opinions. That way, maybe you can convince them of your point of view.
Yeah, I mean, this is really smart, and it's something that I've always believed in. I don't care if you're from the right. I don't care if you're a Nazi. Okay, well, maybe at that point I would. In all seriousness, this is something that I truly have believed in ever since I started this channel. I've always wanted to hear different opinions, different perspectives. If not, I would live in an echo chamber. And that's something that I always want to avoid. Always wanted to hear different opinions, different perspectives. And I think that's why sometimes when I make certain videos, it does get a bit controversial because I have both sides watching me, left, right, centrist, and anything in between. I think that's why sometimes I've seen the comment section on certain videos. Some of them are like from a week or two ago. I think the reason why the crowd gets a bit divided is because of the mixture of people that I have here. And, you know, we might not always see eye to eye. I think it's really important to have different perspectives, or else you will end up in the same situation that Idubbbz and Hassan and other people get into, because they only hear talking points from people in their camp. They're never open to different ideas. You know, sometimes I say stuff and then people are like, yo, that was kind of stupid. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you guys were right. My bad. I probably shouldn't have said that. I self-destructed my career, so I want Charlie to also destroy his career. It's like, nah, not everyone wants to be live in front of 10 people.
Brother, you literally demonize your entire fan base for laughing at your jokes, and now you stream to 100 people. You want Charlie to follow that same path? The only reason Ian brought up Charlie at all was because Charlie didn't like his apology video from 3 years ago.
It was almost more telling, Charlie's response to my apology, however many years ago, than the apology itself. I think it perfectly encapsulated even the point that I'm making here.
Yes, you heard that right. He's making these nonsensical statements because he's holding a grudge towards Charlie. Charlie didn't even say anything mean to him.
I've also created a culture of, I don't know, a lot of like cruelty as well. Like, you know, some of the videos I've made have been very not edgy. I don't think they you know, some of these videos were edgy. I think they were just outright cruel.
Okay, let's hear what Charlie has to say.
The way he talks about this content makes it sound like he used to f***ing murder puppies for these videos, which it was never that extreme. I very much would consider it edgy. It was 2016 edginess in all of its glory. The point of his content wasn't to be hateful or hurtful. He really was just trying to entertain. At least that's how I and the majority of people viewed it.
It's so funny to see Ian come in here and correct Charlie, because he's essentially saying, no, Charlie, you don't understand. Those weren't jokes. It was meant to be hateful. This guy's asking Ian how he's coping with the hate, and you could hear the pain in his laugh.
How do you I guess, how do you like weather that storm? Does it affect you? Do you think about it at all? I feel like at this point in your career, like,
Hey man, yeah, I'm weathering it. I'm weathering it. It's it's one of these things where you just kind of got to put your head down and like get to work.
Well, then get to work. You haven't posted in 3 months.
Yeah, no kidding. People be like, man, I'm getting no views. Last time uploaded 3 months ago. It's like, bro, well, you should probably get back to the grind. I mean, I don't want to regurgitate what Charlie said, but I do 1000% agree with him. I think Idubbbz is, not even kidding here, I do think Idubbbz has been brainwashed into thinking that he was like the 2010s Hitler and he was killing puppies and, you know, people and saying the N-word every 2 seconds and just being a terrorist. And Idubbbz also did 9/11. No, it was never that deep. This shit was never that serious. You just made videos. You were edgy 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and that's it.
It's also very clear that Ethan Klein lives rent-free in his head. He's like, I want to make a video on Ethan. It's so hard for me not to do that.
I'm very proud of the video. I think the content comp on him has aged well, and I've been very happy at the amount of people I've met through it. Like I don't think I ever, if I just tried to stay in my own little fucking bubble, I don't think I would have met you, Isaac, Taylor Lorenz, Frogan Denims, all these people who...
That sounds like a nightmare blunt rotation. Yeah, guys, I traded millions of views and millions of dollars in my whole entire career for Frogan, Denims, Hassan, Taylor Lorenz, whoever the fuck that is. That's not something to be proud of. I would unironically trade all of those people for a bag of like fucking Doritos or Hot Cheetos. Like, they're not worth having in my life. So you killed your career and destroyed your friendship with Ethan and everyone else for essentially losers.
So Ian finishes this car crash of a podcast, hops on stream, and starts patting himself on the back.
Yeah, dude. I need to go on fucking podcasts more, dude. I need to do it more. It's so good.
He then implies that everything is part of the alt-right pipeline.
I would even go so far as to say that with the internet, the way the internet is structured, unfortunately, a lot of things are part of the pipeline. Workout content, finance content, dating content, commentary, etc. The right TM has been manufacturing the space since before Gamergate, and we're all playing catch-up now. Absolutely.
If you talk about anything without mentioning your politics, you're part of the pipeline, apparently. Politics is broken his brain. He outright compares Charlie to Asmongold.
The person who posted it said, "This is purity over actual politics. Charlie has been going at the Trump admin and their policies for months, actually years." Silly, missing the point entirely. You can clip Asmongold going after Trump or saying not nice things about Trump. That doesn't absolve people of anything.
If you think these two creators are the same at all, you've never watched either of them. His fans point this out.
He is not a safe space for the alt-right at all. Sure he is. There's a lot of places that are a safe space. Just by being like, you know, non-political a lot of the time, like that's doing enough.
What?
Is this nigga serious? Go fuck yourself.
Asmongold and Charlie are not the same thing. They're not even close. They're so fucking different. They're not even close. And if you think that Charlie is the same as Asmongold or even close, you have no idea what you're talking about. They're complete opposites, which goes to show you how far gone he is.
So because Charlie reviews movies and video games, you know, non-political content, that makes him a safe space for alt-righters. Genuinely, this guy eating pickles in the sewers was more intelligent content than what he puts out now.
Get on some freaks hit list online and you do not like you can't say that these fence riders don't see what's going on online. They see how I've been treated by a lot of the people who I've said, no, I don't fuck with you if you want this out of me. I don't fuck with your politics. I don't like that. And by taking that hardline stance, they can see it. They can see it and they're like, I'm not fucking doing that. I'm gonna dance. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking dance. See, most people see the writing on the wall. It's just the loud assholes on YouTube that create an illusion of Idubbbz bad. Yeah. And that's also what Isaac was saying. You know, he's interacted with so many people, like, in person that are like, you know, when I mention you, they're like, oh, awesome. Like, cool, you know, what's Idubbbz up to? You know, nothing, basically only, you know, neutral to positive or whatever.
It's the silent minority that loves Idubbbz. Finally, someone points out that Ian is just unfamiliar with Charlie's content. And he admits that he is, but he also simultaneously doubles down.
First time I'm able to catch your live stream. I'm gonna ask what your moist critical take was early in the stream, though. I had to wait because I'm new to the stream. Sorry, I thought Charlie condemned Palestine, condemned ICE for the Alex Pretty incident, and routinely says that Trump administration is covering up pedophiles. Is Charlie right-wing? I've been watching his content for years and thought he aligned with you and Hassan most of the time. I mean, he might do it most of the time. I'm not exactly sure.
Then why are you making up all of this about him? You know what? Ian has changed. He's changed for the worse. In the span of only 2 days, Ian has lied about Charlie's content while admitting to not watching it. He's doubled down on his slanderous content cop video and is now collaborating with people who also make slanderous videos. But remember, it's everyone else who should change, not him.
Idubbbz is a 40-year-old man that discovered empathy at 30 years old. If you take that guy seriously, if you listen to him, and if you think he's right, you need to do some very deep soul searching. This is literally the blind leading the blind, but enough said. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I would love to read the comments. And with that said, oh yeah, and don't forget to subscribe and drop a like and leave a comment. Do all the epic based Sigma Giga Chat stuff. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all of you. Sense out. Peace. Adios.